Let's go to the phone line, shall we? 03717223344. Talking Chelsea. First up is George. George, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, guys. Great show as always.
Thank you, man. That's very kind.
Oh, what happened yesterday? Yeah, the wheels well and truly came off. But, in my honest opinion, I'd rather the wheels came off now than later on in the season. We've got a bit of time now to sort it out, haven't we?
Yeah.
We do need a couple more signings, like Darren said. We need a big strike there. I think they should go and get that lad from Barcelona. Can never say his name properly.
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Lewandowski.
I think we should go get him. Get the boy from Leicester. Put him at the back.
Fofana.
I think we do,
The boy from Barcelona, boy from Leicester.
Fofana.
And I think we need to get De Jong as well in that midfield, because that midfield yesterday looked toothless. There was no passion, there was no bite, and also, and this is one thing that I always back up on, and people laugh at me, some people agree with me. I think Kepa now needs to have a running goal. After his mistakes, he had mistake after mistake after mistake, and he was dropped. Mendy is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Look at Real Madrid in the Champions League last year. Because of him and that goal that he conceded, I reckon if you gave Kepa a chance now, run, the boy's mature.
George, let me ask you this question, right? Let me ask you. You've brought some big names in, Koulibaly, Sterling, right? You've just named 3 top players you need to bring into the club. There's 10 days left of the transfer window. Why have your club not sorted this out before that window closes?
Why what, sorry?
Why has your club not dealt with these? You're saying there's 3 big names that need to come to Chelsea. You've got 10 days left. Why has this not been approached much earlier?
Because some new owners have just come in and spent 3.5 billion. So they've had to sort out quite a few things before they've had to sort this out. But now they're feet under the table, and things are starting to blossom. I think they'll see it. I think Chelsea are too big. I'm hearing this, I hear that. It's like I think Chelsea are too big. They're a monster. They'll finish top 4. They always do.
Who won't then? Who won't, George?
Tottenham. When did Tottenham ever finish top 4? Last season. Before then.
They've had Champions League football quite a few years recently.
Yeah, but they'll just go all Spursy again, and that'll be it. Man United ain't going to get out there. For a fact there's only 2 spots. It's definitely Man City and definitely Liverpool.
Yeah.
They'll definitely be up there. So there's only 2.
Well, at the moment, George, thanks for your call. At the moment, right, those 2 spots look like they're going to Spurs and Arsenal. It's so early. There's only 3 games to play. I get all that. I understand. But I'd fancy those 2 over Chelsea from what I've seen so far. Wouldn't you?
I'd say so. I think the way Spurs are doing it at the minute, Chelsea outplayed them, but they got a point. Didn't play particularly well against Wolves, got another 3 points. I just think they're a different beast this season, Spurs, so I think they'll get in the top 4.
Let's go to Nick. He's also a Chelsea fan. Hello, Nick. How are you?
Hi, guys. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
We're good. Very well, thanks. Go on then. Off you go.
Okay, well, I agree most of what the last caller said, but what I would say is that our first game against Everton, we were solid and deserved the win. Against Spurs...
but hold on. That win against Everton, right? Everton are poor, and you only nicked it with a penalty. I mean, was it an impressive performance?
No, and that's what I'm coming to. Against Spurs, we should have absolutely annihilated them. Didn't. Fair play to Spurs. Got it 2-2. The goals were dubious, but and the game against Leeds, a lot of stuff on the fan site today, and I said we played well the first 20 minutes. That mistake by Mendy was disastrous. We desperately need to give Kepa a chance. I completely agree about getting Aubameyang in, or even Ronaldo. Prefer Aubameyang and the guy from Leicester City. And I think we create so many chances. And Lukaku was supposed to be the be-all and end-all, and he wasn't. But we just need someone of Aubameyang's ilk, and things will come good. It's early days.
Nick, let me ask you a question then, because you spoke about Aubameyang and you spoke about Ronaldo. What about, obviously, putting your hand in your pocket, Chelsea, and trying to get someone like an Ivan Toney?
Very cool.
Not a bad shout. But I would say that Brozier, he was injured. He couldn't play yesterday. If Brozier was fit, I think he would have started. And he looked so impressive for a lot of the time when he started with Southampton. I'd have him as a backup striker to Aubameyang. But Ivan Toney looks the biz. I mean, Brentford are fantastic. And I know you're going to talk about Leeds tomorrow. As much as there's a history between Chelsea and Leeds, you've got to say that once we conceded that first goal, Leeds were fantastic. I mean, it pains me to say it, but they had a plan and it worked. The only criticism I'd make of Thomas Tuchel, apart from keep picking the same players, I agree with the last caller who were underperforming, stop doing it, is make some substitutions earlier. Bring on a couple of players. I was screaming halfway through the second half when Leeds are making tactical substitutions. We're 2-0 down, and we're not the ones reacting. It's like, come on, Thomas, let's do it now. Let's be brave. Bring up, take players off, bring players on. But yeah, good shout from the last caller, and yeah, a couple more players in. Okay. Bring Kevin instead of Medley for a bit as well.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for your call. When you look at how desperate Chelsea are for a number 9, and then you realise how little, and I do think it is a tiny amount of money you paid for Jesus, you just think, what a bargain.
Well, I think they were in for him. Apparently they were in for him, but he opted to go and play for Mikel Arteta, and I can understand why. I can see there's a clear relationship there between them, and that's particularly why he wanted to go to Arsenal. And you're seeing that the benefits of someone who's desperate to play for Arsenal Football Club, because look how well he is in a minute.